Namaste, hola, hi, hello, bonjour, niaje. Welcome to another video. In this video, we are bringing to you the second day of Dynamechs 2022. It was a long day full of events, a lot of fun.
And because it was long, the video is also long as well, because the whole video is bomb, it's fire, it's so good. So we couldn't cut out any of the parts. Like, we just edited the best parts. So there'll be timestamps in the description and in the pinned comment. So you can feel free to skip to whatever section of the video that you're interested in.
And coming up next is the trailer, which showcases the whole video in a short way. So you can just see which part you are interested in, and you can use the timestamps to go straight up to it.
As I said in the previous video, I'm from civil engineering, but this is a mechanical fest and I still enjoyed it a lot. And I know in the future, there'll be fests from other departments. So if you want us to cover those ones also, let us know in the comments below so that we know that you're interested in it, and also like the video. It shows us that you're interested, and we'll make an effort to make those videos also.
And subscribe to the channel because there's a lot of bang videos coming up soon. And don't forget, share it with all your friends to give that support. Yeah. And yeah, let's go straight up to the video.
Yeah, sure.
I've been trying hard to keep my cool, but when you're near, there's nothing that I can do. When you're walking in, I know it's true. It doesn't even matter how hard I try, 'cause when I hear your voice, my walls come down. Boy, you are the only thing I want. There must be a way I can make you see that if we fell in love, it would be so sweet. But when it's you and me, nobody can bring us down, bring us down. But I don't wanna look up if you don't love me back. 'Cause I don't wanna look up if you don't love me back.
Our chief guest, Vice Chancellor of JNTU College of Engineering.
Sir, konja side. Okay.
Welcome. Let's go big round on this occasion.
गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्री गणेश
Level Technical Student Symposium Dynamechs 2022. Dynamechs is known to draw a nationwide participation of numerous students from around 350 colleges spread all across the country. Conducted in the month of March every year, this two-day event holds many competitive events such as Tech Neon, Tech Critic, Tech War and Tech Quiz.
Standing aloft on the solid foundation of 75 years of glory and rich heritage, this outstanding department, our Mechanical Engineering department, has produced many illustrious and distinguished alumni who have excelled in their professional careers as well as entrepreneurs. This rock-solid building stands here as a testimony for 75 years of academic excellence and also beacon for technical education in our country.
We would now like to present the animation video for Dynamechs 2022.
Now I request
Mike.
to the chief guest to launch the animation, please.
We would now like to invite the coordinator of Dynamechs 22, Dr. B. O. Prakash sir, onto the dais, and we request Kalanda Pasha from 3rd year to welcome sir. We would now like to invite the coordinator of Dynamechs 22, Dr. K. Kalyani Radha ma'am, onto the dais, and we request Pranita to welcome.
We would now like to invite the head of Mechanical Engineering Department and Vice Principal of JNTUA, Professor B. Durga Prasad Garu, onto the dais, and we
We would now like to take this opportunity to invite the First Lady Principal of JNTUA College of Engineering, Professor B. Sujata ma'am, onto the dais, and we request Karika to welcome you.
Sorry, sir.
We would now like to invite the Registrar of JNTU University Anantapur, Professor Sri Shashidhar sir, onto the dais, and request Hamid to welcome sir. We would now like to take this opportunity to invite the Rector of JNTU University Anantapur, Professor M. Vijay Kumar, onto the dais, and we request Fatma Shri to welcome sir.
We would now like to invite our beloved Vice Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur, Professor G. Rangajanandana Garu, onto the dais, and we request Guru Mahesh to welcome sir. We would now like to take this opportunity to invite the Chief Guest of Dynamechs 2022, Professor K. Hemachandra Reddy sir, who is currently serving on the honor and deputation of Chairman of HAPSHIP. Our beloved alumni is a great orator and an excellent teacher. He is known for a combination of being an inspirational leader, determination and motivational skills. He is a personification of inspiring leadership, excellent administrative capabilities with a tremendous energy. We request Nasima to welcome sir.
I would now like to request the head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Professor B. Durga Prasad sir, to preside over the meeting.
Yeah, good morning everybody. Now we have prayer.
Sri Vignarajam Bhaje, Sri Vignarajam Bhaje, Sri Vignarajam Bhaje, Hum Bhaje, Hum Bhaje, Hum Bhaje, Sri Vignarajam Bhaje. సంతతమహం కుంజరముఖం శంకరసుతం సంతతమహం కుంజరముఖం శంకరసుతం తమిర శ్రీ విఘ్నరాజం భజే సేవిత సురేంద్ర మహనీయ గుణశీలం జప తప సమాధి గుణ వరదానుకూలం సేవిత సురేంద్ర మహనీయ గుణశీలం జప తప సమాధి గుణ వరదానుకూలం భావిత సురముని గణ భక్త పరిపాలం భయంకర విషంగమాతంగ కులకాలం భావిత సురముని గణ భక్త పరిపాలం భయంకర విషంగమాతంగ కులకాలం శ్రీ విఘ్నరాజం భజే కనక కేయూర హారావళి కలిత గంభీర గౌరగిరి శోభం సుశోభం కామాది భయభరిత మూఢమతి కలి కలుష ఖండితమ ఖండ ప్రతాపం సనక సుత నారద పతంజలి పరాశర మతంగ ముని సంఘ సల్లాపం సత్య పరమార్చన రాత్రమద ముక్తికర తత్వమసి నిత్య నిగమాది స్వరూపం శ్రీ విఘ్నరాజం భజే శ్రీ విఘ్నరాజం భజేహం 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 భజే శ్రీ విఘ్నరాజం భజే శ్రీ విఘ్నరాజం భజే శ్రీ విఘ్నరాజం భజే
Thank you. Next item on the program is lighting of lamp by the dignitaries of the day.
కొంచెం
Next item on the program is everybody is eagerly waiting. We have with us our chief guest, a dynamic personality, not only from the Department of Mechanical Engineering, from JNTU College of Engineering, Anantapur, and who has been elevated to the chairman of Andhra Pradesh State Council for Education. And now I request you, sir, please, I request to kindly address the gathering, sir. Please.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Ramizanathan Garu, the Rector of the University, Professor Vijay Kumar, the Principal of the College, Professor Sujata, the Vice Principal and Head of the Department, the man behind the show, the most enthusiastic person, Professor Durga Prasad. Am I audible? Am I there? The two coordinators, Om Prakash and Kalyani Dana. My guru and the senior professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Professor Govindra, and all senior professors of the college and directors of the university, the most distinguished faculty members of this esteemed department, non-teaching staff, the faculty members from all the affiliated colleges and well-wishers of this department, delegates from other institutions, from other states as well, and my dear young mechanical engineering students, press and media, ladies and gentlemen, A very good morning, and I'm very proud to be here this morning, participating in the inaugural session of Dynamechs 2022. I think the history of Dynamechs has been talked already. 2000, it all started in mechanical engineering department, and the rest of the departments immediately followed it. And therefore, mechanical engineering stands very unique in this college for starting such a wonderful trend here. And for the last 22 years, might be, I was asking the look at how many we missed in between. He said hardly we missed 4 or 5 years, but definitely 15 editions, at least for sure, have been rolled out, and new knowledge has been added continuously year on year. And we are gathering people from all around the South India mainly, to discuss about happenings in mechanical engineering. And therefore, it's a festive environment in the mechanical engineering department every year when this edition rolls out. These events are quite necessary, like your rector was mentioning about it, your vice chancellor already spoke about it. See, we are gearing up for Industry 4.0, and Education 4.0 is a new concept that is being coined. People are discussing and debating at length. Hope you'll give me your ears for the next 10 minutes. I'll close it quickly. You're already growing impatient. What I need to discuss at this point of time, just because just now I just got this idea from your vice chancellor, was making an appeal to all the affiliated colleges not to close down mechanical, civil, electrical, to stop. Now all these things work on demand and supply. Now when there is no demand, Chandrababu Reddy will not start a course. When demand is more, he will start 2 more new courses in that. See, it's the question of demand and supply. Now, we have a scenario, right from 1996, whole thing got started changing in engineering spectrum. When the issue of Y2K was discussed, about 1 lakh books have been published all across the world, and many of them were unread, but then the fear was such a huge one that everyone thought world technology has no future beyond 2020. Because the doomsday theory, everything will be devastated after 2020 when calendar turns into 1st January 2020. Was preached, was talked, was advocated, was spread. But thanks to the engineers of the world, engineering community of the world, we tackled the problem very effectively. And the page turned, when the calendar page turned 1st January, nothing happened in this world. Everything was smooth, transition was smooth, and no fears came true. And therefore, the rolling started going great. Now what happened? Slowly the IT-enabled industry started growing almost at 20% year on year, producing more and more number of jobs. I cannot imagine a situation. What if IT was not there? IT is not there. What would have happened to all the youngsters who are pursuing their engineering education? Definitely it is very difficult to answer. Millions of jobs have been offered by this IT sector. Now, the important point is every engineering college cutting across the disciplines, we started changing our curriculum to meet the IT requirements, so that we also thought we can send our boys into IT jobs. Now, essentially, any college which offered placements only in IT-enabled companies. I was a placement officer here for almost 5 years. I knew 95% of my placements I have shown in this college are in IT. Now, what happened? Seriously, mechanical engineers started
thinking about it, because you are all intelligent people, you are all cream of Andhra Pradesh, you can think on your own. And slowly you started thinking in these lines, why should I read thermodynamics when I am going to work in TCS or IBM writing a code? So you stopped ignoring thermodynamics, you stopped ignoring manufacturing, you stopped learning the practical aspects of mechanical engineering. Because IT job, what it requires, I'm just discussing, no derogatory remark intentionally to anyone or any department. But the facts I thought I should discuss here, because JNTU Anantapur, obviously as the oldest engineering college in the state, should play the torch-bearer role. Now, we should show the direction to the rest of the state on engineering education. Now what happened? I started preparing you for IT jobs. And you were so comfortable, you got your IT job so easily because, with a bit of coding, programming skills and bit of communication skills, you were there. So your operations research was insignificant, your design of machine members was insignificant, thermodynamics was insignificant. And you, at one point of time, had the courage to go to your teacher and say, some of my students came to me and said, why should I read thermodynamics? Why should I read thermodynamics? Actually, we could have prepared mechanical engineers for the mechanical engineering jobs. Now let me tell you, when you have two options, option A, which is an easy option, you need not work hard, very easily, even as you are playful, joyful, you can still land in a job. Option B, you study a lot, you acquire concepts properly, you explore the knowledge, you learn the practical aspects of so many concepts, then you get a job. Why would any student would opt for plan B? When plan A is so sweet, you just, what all you need to do is just go lie back on your beds in the hostel and maybe talk to some of your friends in English and then improve your communication skills. And you all thought option A is good for you, you should aim at IT jobs, being a mechanical engineer. Fine, we cannot say no to it because you are a grown-up individual, it's your choice and therefore we respected your views. And you didn't want your teachers to really teach because you don't want to listen to them because you already made your plan A ready. Since you are not demanding, we teachers, we became complacent, we stopped teaching anything or everything. And finally we we have agreed upon, we came on a common agreement that you should not fail. That you should not fail. That you should not be detained for want of attendance. Because after 4 years you are landing in a job. I don't have a right to spoil your future because you are going to land in a job. Fine, I also agreed for it. So we have concluded on such a compromise that I don't do anything, you don't do anything, and we all land in IT jobs. Fine, this started going well. You all need to listen, mechanical engineering students, because you are all mechanical engineering students. And we rarely get such opportunities to address only mechanical engineering students. Now, it's not that something has dawned right at this point. Long back, I experienced this. I was mentioning on a couple of occasions, yesterday also I was mentioning. I was a placement officer. I was inviting all IT companies and I was proudly announcing the numbers year on year. First year 48, next year 160, that next year 257, that next year 363. In fact, I became instantly a celebrity in this campus for all the numbers I had. Somewhere elders like him or somebody else said, it's all fine, you have 6 engineering departments, you started showing the placements only in IT sector. What are the number of jobs you are offering in mechanical, electrical, civil, etc., etc.? Then I started rethinking about it. Yes, I'm also finding an easy way of inviting IT companies, placing. Then I went around Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, because core industries are to be attracted. And finally, on my persuasion, Mahindra agreed to come. Believe me, when all IT companies were offering 2.2 lakhs per annum, Mahindra offered 3.5 lakhs per annum salary, and it expressed its intention to come to Anantapur JNTU to recruit mechanical engineering students. I went running to the classroom. I announced very happily that Mahindra is coming with such a big salary. I asked my students to enroll their names, whoever wanted to participate. 2 days passed by, 3 days passed by, none of the students turned up. On one hand, your IT jobs were 2.2 lakhs per annum. On the other hand, Mahindra 3.5. I got a confusion. I thought my students did not listen to me properly. I went to the class again. I made this announcement. Hurry up, friends, I need to communicate the list of the company. None of them spoke. I asked them. A few students gathered courage, said, Sir, Mahindra, they test mechanical engineering concepts. We don't have mechanical engineering concepts. We don't want to be a failure in the test. We don't want to register for the campus as simple as this. And now we talk about mechanical engineering declining, electrical engineering declining, chemical. This happened in mechanical, it happened in all other engineering departments. Nothing against Madhavi, should not feel bad because I'm not against computer science. See, nothing against computer science as such, but see, that is the sector which has offered millions of jobs. But again, a country's growth is not only linked to IT enabled service. IT years is not the only option for a country. Now Make in India is being talked about, manufacturing revolution is being talked about, and people wanted now the graduates with solid fundamental domain skills. We are not producing them. We stopped producing them for the last 20 years. We stopped producing them for the last 20 years. Now we are not rolling out a quality mechanical engineer. How do you think? It's not exclusive phenomenon JNTU Anantapur. Let me tell you, it's happening everywhere. For a simple reason, plan A, plan B, plan A is easier, plan B is difficult, and all of you are looking at plan A and plan B has been completely ignored. The purpose for which you have joined such a wonderful branches like electrical engineering. I have a great love for that branch. Mother of all branches, I should say, in circuit branches. Today there are no takers. How on the earth, electrical engineering can be ignored? How on the earth civil engineering can be ignored? If not numbers, when 2 lakh students are pursuing engineering education, let 150,000 go for IT. These 50 who pursue these core branches should pursue core engineering. Now what has happened in all our complacency, short-sightedness, we have ignored imparting proper knowledge in these disciplines. Now we have together caused great damage to the art of our science of engineering as such. Today, let me take a scenario. China is already going down on manufacturing. China's, production is being consumed within the country for reasons beyond their control. China is now saying, no, stop, I cannot take it further. Now world is looking at India right now because India is a country where you have a lot of youth like you. Now manufacturing slowly wanted to come here. Now they are testing waters. Now when they test waters, what is happening? The industry is not finding qualified mechanical engineer. Industry is not finding qualified mechanical engineer. And if they want to recruit mechanical engineers, they need to train them for 1 year. Because you are not learning anything in your classrooms. Did you understand what it is? Now, that's what I say, JNTU Anantapur being the oldest institution, I'm sorry my message is a bit tough, but then I need to speak the fact. JNTU Anantapur as a oldest institution should be a torchbearer. Now, my appeal to the Vice Chancellor, the Principal, the Vice Principal, all the faculty members, look, you need to have a lot of churning going on here. Your college academic committee should have only such discussion. How can you improve quality in mechanical engineering and how can you improve quality in electrical engineering? Don't blame the parents and students for this. Parents and students at the time of admissions, they only opt such branches which can fetch them jobs. As simple as this. But my concern is something else. I have to produce some quality mechanical engineers for the country. Industry shall go on. Today there is a huge vacuum. For the last 20 years, we started pumping every engineer into IT sector, and there are no middle level expertise in mechanical engineering, and the fresh level they are not acquiring fundamental knowledge. Where will the industry go? And at certain times, I get a fear that we are, due to our complacency, due to our short-sightedness, we are going to be a responsible people for industry not growing in country, manufacturing industry not expanding in this country. Ultimately, any industry comes here only when there is manpower. We are not producing manpower. Now probably this Dynamechs can discuss, for any Dynamechs for that matter, this is a platform, you all have assembled here, and what is the takeaway point at the end of this meeting? Now, when there is a Montreal protocol, there is a Montreal declaration. Now, after these deliberations, we said the world has to follow this, the takeaway points are this. Now, in this Dynamechs also, you come out with your points of discussion. You all have assembled, you are all young people, you are all dynamic, you are all quality people. Now, you please discuss amongst yourselves, how can I rejuvenate, how can I, reinvent the quality in the core branch of engineering. I am not talking about numbers, but opportunities are plenty, because I interact with industry on a daily basis. Every industry, core industry has a huge complaint on the engineering colleges in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Now they go on asking, what's happening in your engineering colleges? We recruit now mechanical engineers, we are not confident of placing them even after giving 9 months of training. They are not acquiring any skills whatsoever in mechanical engineering. Now today I see your enjoyment, ecstasy. Don't mistake me, I am not finding fault with you. After all, you are all curious people, you are all innovative people. You will behave the way you are trained, right? And when the inaugural video was played, you are so connected to your branch. You feel so proud of your branch. Now, on the other hand, we are indirectly, unknowingly causing a lot of damage to your branch. I love your affiliation towards your branch. Derive pleasure out of it. Get identified with your branch. Learn the fundamental knowledge. Don't think that, you will learn everything after pursuing a mechanical degree, after getting a mechanical degree. You only learn the fundamentals. Learn the fundamentals very clearly so that, when you go into a job, you acquire those skills. Now, that is the message from my side. Dynamechs is such a wonderful platform. I myself was a convener for dynamic coordinator for Dynamechs for almost 3 or 4 editions. I thoroughly enjoyed conducting these events, thoroughly enjoyed interacting with my young friends, and I always amazed at their talent in organizing such events, their innovation, their organizational capabilities, their enthusiasm. Everything is such a wonderful experience. I am sure this edition of Dynamechs also, you have the gentleman who has unlimited energies. I thought of asking his daughter whether he shouts even at his home. So, but I couldn't see her. She was standing somewhere. She left somewhere. So, now we all love Durga Prasad for all his energies, and I'm sure you all love him so much. Together, please make it a wonderful edition. The points that I spoke, the points that I opened for a discussion, please do discuss. See, it's not forcefully I'm bringing in something. You need to reposition. See, after all, you are here in an engineering college to study for 4 years, not to enjoy for 4 years, right? Plan A is there, you try for plan B. If plan B fails, you go for plan A. But you know, not trying plan B is a crime. It's a crime. Try for plan B, and then if you fail it, always you have a plan A. Have a wonderful time. All the very best to all my young friends, and my 40th congratulations to Mechanical Engineering Department.
Thank you. Thank you very much for enlightening and knowledgeable and motivating. Really wonderful message as given by our chief guest today. We will follow your message, sir, your instructions also. You will take it positively and move in your valuable direction, sir. Thank you really, sir. Now I request to release the souvenir of Dynamechs to K22. Next item of the program is the reading of proclamation and signing. Generally in our department, mechanical engineering, whenever you used to conduct an event, you have conducted so many number of workshops, you have conducted so many number of seminars. So this is occasion for you to launch proclamation of the Department of Mechanical on the eve of conducting National Level Technical Student Symposium. Time is very short. I request our chief guest, Vice Chancellor, Rector, Registrar and Principal to sign in the proclamation. Next I request Vice Chancellor, sir. Now I request Rector, sir. Registrar, sir, will sign letter. Next, Principal, ma'am. Registrar, sir. Next, last HMED.
Last but not the least.
Thank you. Next item of the program is citation to our beloved chief guest today, who is the eminent inventor and a great personality of Mechanical Engineering Department. It's a wonderful opportunity to because he has, in spite of the busy schedule, he has joined here really. Let us give a big hand. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor to present a small moment to our beloved chief guest.
అంత పెద్ద నుంచి స్మాల్ అంటారు
పెద్ద ఫిల్మ్ సైజ్ ఉంటుంది
Now I request a beloved chief guest to present a small moment to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. Now we have congratulations to our VC sir.
Yes, you got me. First bite all give.
Chandrababu Naidu garu, please come on to the dance. Please. Let us give a big hand to Chandrababu Naidu.
One, two.
నీ బయట మెట్టుపై వాలిందే పూల బుట్టలో మెరుపు నీ కట్టుబట్టులో దూరిందే తేనె పట్టులా నీ పిలుపే నన్ను కట్టి పడేసిందే పిల్ల నా గుండెలోన ఇల్లే కట్టేసినావే కళ్ళాపు జల్లి రంగు ముగ్గే పెట్టేసినావే
మెరుపు నీ చురుకు చూపులో చేరిందే
पता है मैं कौन हूँ? शंकर, उस्ताद इस्मात शंकर।
इस्मात शंकर। ఒట్టి మీద కూడు ఉప్పు చేపతోడు ఒట్టి మీద కూడు ఉప్పు చేపతోడు వడ్డించ నువ్వు చాలు నాకు గుర్తు పెట్టి నెత్తి నా గుండెల మధ్యన సచ్చిపోవ కూర్చునమ్మ నాకు ఒట్టి మీద కూడు ఉప్పు చేపతోడు వడ్డించ నువ్వు చాలు నాకు గుర్తు పెట్టి నెత్తి నా గుండెల మధ్యన సచ్చిపోవ కూర్చునమ్మా
ఒంట్లో వేడికే పిచ్చెక్కుతోంది నాడికే నీలో స్పీడ్కే ఊపెక్కుతోంది మూడికే సిట్కే సైడ్కే అటకెక్కుతోంది చూడికే మన సెల్ఫీ తీసి పోస్టర్ వేసన్న గుండె గోడకే డాన్స్ చూడకే మత్తెక్కుతోంది ఈడుకే
పక్కన కార్డు లెటర్ కూడా ఉన్నట్టుంది. డియర్ చిన్ను, అమ్మా నేను నిన్ను చాలా చాలా మిస్ అవుతున్నాను. రోజు నీ గురించి మాట్లాడుకుంటూ ఉంటాం, నిన్ను చూస్తూ ఉంటాం. పెన్సిల్ చాలా మంచోడు, నేను చాలా బాగా చూసుకుంటాను.
Caught the feels this summer. Are you one of a kind, no other? Be my sweetie, be my sugar. Had enough as a one-time lover. రెండు కళ్ళల్లో కన్ను పెట్టి కోగిళ్ళ ఇల్లు కట్టి నచ్చావు నువ్వు అన్నది. గుండె గుమ్మల్లో కాలు పెట్టి గుట్టంత బయట పెట్టి గుర్తుంచుకోమన్నది.
a princess. Always gotta keep my head up. You can see my head down. No boy call it bad luck. I don't care about others. I'm my very own idol, and my lines stay holy like the scriptures in the Bible. I'm a classy little girl. Louis V's my daddy. Donatella's my mommy. Got a pet named Gucci. I'm a kind of girl. I'm from the bottom, reach down to the mass bridge. Now I got my own record. I'm a talking. My looks my walking. Superstar swag. You know I be rocking. E non stai a perdono, quella che tocca perdono. E non di te dare la pure corre io no. Stylish, thinking about tea. E da come non è English, thinking about tea. I'll be alone in Spanish, run to the two. If you did it, I'd be whinish, better be true. Wanna do thinking about tea. E tu non vuoi che tea, che ti vuoi che tea. Ti rubo meno ne può la nega di tu. Ne di pagare ne con un unico che tu. Now get better than me. Now that I think you need it. You know I'm a lady. इश्क में हद होती नहीं इतना बेहद होता है कि ये फितूरी घटती नहीं हो जाना है एक बार तेरी रूह के पार में तो रह के किनारे पे थक गया तेरा चढ़िया खुमार तेरे बिन मेरे यार इस जग में नहीं कुछ रखे बर्बादियां तुमसे ही है आबादियां तुमसे ही है अब क्या गलत और क्या सही जब उदारियां तुमसे ही है बर्बादियां तुमसे ही है आबादियां तुमसे ही है अब क्या गलत और क्या सही जब उदारियां तुमसे ही है മനസ്സോയി പതന്നി അടിക്കിടുവാ മനടിക്ക് മത്തരട്ടം ടം സിരക്കോയില മിന്നലടിക്കുது ആസை பொண்ணுக்கு அச்சரட்டம் டம் புதுசா ஒரு வெக்கம் ஒழிக்குது வெச்சா ஒரு வெப்பம் ஒழிக்குது வேட்டி ஒண்ணு சேலையத்தான் கட்டி விட்டு சிக்கி தவிக்குது மாலட்டம் டம் மஞ்சளட்டம் டம் மாத்து அடிக்க மங்களட்டம் டம் ஓலட்டம் டம் ஒதுக்கு டம் டம் ஓங்கி தட்டிக்கும் முத்திகட்டம் டம் மாலட்டம் டம் மஞ்சளட்டம் டம் மாத்து அடிக்க மங்களட்டம் டம் ஓலட்டம் டம் ஒதுக்கு டம் டம் ஓங்கி தட்டிக்கும் முத்திகட்டம் டம்
అయితే ఏంటి సిటీకి ఎంతమంది కమిషన్ వస్తుంటారు పోతుంటారు కంటికి ఇక్కడే ఉంటారు
చూపులతో గుచ్చి గుచ్చి చంపకే మేరే హాయ్ గుండెల్ని గుల్ల చేసి జారకే మేరే హాయ్ నీ ప్రేమ కోసం నేను పిచ్చోనే పోయానే నీ ప్రేమ కోసం నేను పిచ్చోనే పోయానే నీ కళ్ళు పేలిపోను చూడకే మేరే హాయ్
చీమ కొట్టిన కన్ను తెరిసా చీన గంజంలో నా ఒళ్ళు ఇరిసా హఠాత అందాలను పరిసా ఉభయ రాష్ట్రాలను ఉతికి ఆరేసా ఏ చోటికి పోయినా
నచ్చావే పాల పిట్ట రుచావే కోడి పెట్ట ఈ కట్టు బొట్టు కరిగేటట్టు కన్నీ గురి పెట్ట ఈ ముట్టు మట్టు లాగేటట్టు ఒళ్ళో కొలువెట్ట మొదలెట్టాడమ్మో అష్టాచమ్మాట నచ్చావే పాల పిట్ట
चक्का चक चक्का चक है तू हाय चक्का चक चक्का चक हूँ मैं फूलों वाली डाली भी हूँ चुम्मा भी हूँ गाली भी हूँ बोलो कैसी चाहिए तेरे जैसे को पलंग टूटता पहली रात सारा मोहल्ला करता बात हुई चार में बरसात कौन वहाँ था किसके साथ हाय चक्का चक चक्का चक है तू हाय चक्का चक चक्का चक हूँ मैं हाय चक्का चक चक्का चक है तू हाय हाय चक्का चक चक्का चक हूँ मैं लेट के सोफे पे गल्ला गाले प्लाज्मा टीवी का मुखड़ा काले लेजी लैड सैया लगा लो बात काम की बातों से पल्ला झाड़े बेवजह किस्मत पे ये बिल फाड़े अरे लेजी लैड सैया लगा लो बात దూరమేసి ద్వేషమేసి నిన్నెలానే మరిచాడే
కలవని పదం కలిసింది మనసా ముగియని కథై నిలిచేరు వరసా ఊపిరి సగం నీ కోసమేగా నీలో నీ సంతోషం నాలో సంగీతం హులాలా నీతోనే హులాలా నీ వల్లే ఎదగాలో నేనేలా హులాలా నీతో హులాలా मैं डालू ताल पे भंगड़ा तू भी गिद्दा वाले चले रंग जमा दे हमके बने सही मत वाले
मन कहे कि मैंने आऊं चांद और तारे सारे इन बातों पर मैं चांद रखूं इस मांग में फिर तू तारे
हेलो हेलो तू फ्लोर पे जब है आई येलो येलो बड़ी सॉलिड मस्ती छाई
हेलो हेलो तू मुझे लगाई अल्लाह
Technion paper presentation is going to be conducted in Siemens Lab 1 and 2 beside the stage. Actually, this is a tabletop CNC laser engraving machine. Laser engraving cum CNC milling machine. Just we need to change this tool, laser tool with milling tool. Then it can be work as CNC engraving, CNC milling machine also. Here for laser engraving, we are using laser BR software, laser BR JBL software. The input of the laser JBL software is image files. Just PNG image or JPG image, any format image can be inputted. By inputting these images, we can convert that image. This software converts the image file into G code and M codes. The machine understands only G code and M codes. So the software converts the image file into G codes and M codes. And this is the Arduino Uno board, which is used for controlling the machine. And we have Z direction, X direction, Y direction. For laser engraving, we don't require Z direction axis because the depth of cut means standoff distance is fixed. For CNC milling, we need depth of cut, so Z direction is required. Here we are printing Dynamechs of 2K22 as today's program name. Just we inputted we made this Dynamechs 2K22 name in Pixel Lab software or PixArt Android app. Just we converted that into image file. Just we inputted this image into laser JBL software. It converts into G codes and M codes. It sends to machine. The machine understands that and moves. The G code is used for horizontal direction, mission directions, and M code is used for direction of the tool, where the tool is to be activated, where the tool is to be stopped, like that. In this main thing is, this is not a printing device. This is burning. It burns the material, slightly burns the material and shows the required output. That's it. You can sense it.
You can sense over there. By
this is small.
You can touch.
Actually, we made some models. Your team taken
small
one.
Type of thickness also we are observing like that.
But okay, you see, this is the same. The principle is same as CNC machine, right?
Yes, same. In CNC machine, you need to manually input the G codes and M codes.
So here you don't need.
You don't need. Yes. Yes, sir. Don't need any type of coding.
Whatever the required picture or text we are going to import there, it is automatically converted with the help of the software into the G codes and M codes.
And main thing is this software is open source. Open source.
We can download it
from the software. And for yes.
You basically just need the design.
Design.
And the
mission.
program will create the program.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
CNC
program automatic.
By software itself, it is automatically converted into the G codes and M codes. Actually, for ourselves, we are going to understand what is the required thing. But a machine, it is not possible to understand what is the required input is there. So we are going to convert from the object code to source code.
That's it. And for CNC milling machine, we need to change the software. Here there is no depth of cut. For milling, we need depth of cut. So we need to change the software. That software name is Candle, which is also a open source for anyone. Laser and Candle software is another one. In laser JBL, the G codes is converted automatically. But in Candle, we need to input the G codes by using another software. In that software, we need to input image file. The image file will be converted into G codes, and we need to save the text file, image G code file, and we need to import that in Candle software. The Candle software will work. That's it.
If you are using a milling machine,
yes.
In milling machine, sometimes we need to change tool, right?
Yes.
When we need to change tool, how will we know when we have to choose?
When we have to choose.
The program it will stop, right?
Yeah.
And then it will go to the.
It will show some error. It will show the actual what is the present condition of the machine. Is there any problem in board? Is there any problem with tool? Like that, the software shows the error. Is there any damage in the board? It will show there is a damage in Z axis. There is a damage in Y axis. Like that, this software will show automatically.
Okay. In the case of lasers, we don't need
change of yes.
No need of change.
Yes, we don't need of change. Just we need to change we need to change the intensity of the laser. That's it. Yes. Actually, I will show you the demo for you. This is the laser JBL. It's the interface of software. Just by clicking on this, we need to connect to the device. Just click on file and open file. Just import a file. Import a file like this. JNTUA College of Engineering. I am trimming this, auto trimming this. It's trim. Just next.
Not only the text, we can convert the
image file also. You can use the image also. Here the intensity. I am giving any file type. 100% intensity. and the size as 75 mm. Width 75 mm. Horizontal width is 29.9. That means 30. That's it. It converted the lines. How many number of lines means? Here you can see 4,982 lines. For this image, 4,982 lines will be printed.
In the specifications, we have already given input there. For the mm, we need to print there 4 lines per mm, like so that the total lines will be printed over there.
In the case of CNC machines or
Milling machines.
in this case, we have the finishing process.
Yes.
In
Yes.
the lasers, there's no need of finishing.
There is no need of
process.
finishing
No need.
process.
No.
You can check
one
it's almost
pass and
done.
it goes.
Whatever the intent, based on materials we are going to print on that, based on that we are going to give the intensity, right? Suppose we are using the cardboard, right? Based on that we are going to give the intensity. Based on that it is going to be printed automatically. We need not to give the accuracy or finishing over there.
For acrylic sheet, there will be transparent. Acrylic sheet will be transparent. For the transparent materials, we just need to decrease the intensity. So the finishing will be good. If you increase that, the laser will pass through that acrylic sheet and the work will be done. Actually, the work is done. You can see this. The finished work is. You can check it. Dynamics of 2K22.
What time? It doesn't take too long. Is there any possibility of using more than one laser at once?
What?
Is there any possibility of using more than one laser at once?
Yes.
To
increase the performance. Just we need to increase the horizontal direction length, vertical direction length. Just we need to increase the size of the machine, and we can use 2 tools. Here, this is a single tool machine. We can use 2 tools, 3 tools at a time. That's
and
it.
they will be working simultaneously.
They will be working simultaneously. Here you can check this with ports. This is x-axis tool, y-axis, y1 axis, y2 axis, z-axis. For y2 axis, we can use another tool. Based on our requirement, we can change this.
It's basically
Same as CNC machine. This is the input for milling tool.
As in the case of milling.
Milling, just we need to remove this.
I mean, we can modify. I mean, we can configure that the tool will be here. One of the tool will be there.
So basically here, if you want to change to milling machine, you just need to change
This tool, like this.
Yeah.
This tool.
By manually
Just
we
by
can change the
picking.
tool.
Just we need to plug out this. This is the laser connection. You need to plug out this. When we give input to this, automatically it detects that there is a milling tool connected. Then we will connect to the candle software. When we give input like this line, it will automatically detect that laser is connected. That's it. We just need to turn on the laser. That's it.
Is there any risk or any way to prevent any accident?
In laser machine, there is no type of accidents. But in milling, there will be a chance of tool wear. When with the major spindle the RPM of the spindle is 2000 RPM, maximum RPM 2000 RPM. So there is a chance of tool wear or tool breakdown. It may strike our heads when it is there.
Actually,
at 2000 RPM.
There may be a lot of vibrations right there. The spindle is rotating at the 1500 RPM. At the point of time, it is we are forgotten. I mean, we are regulated the vibrations or the tool wear. The part which are going to be work on that, it is going to be ejected over the face. But
So
in
there
the
is no
case of laser, we don't have any that much of limitations. Why? Because here the stand-up distance will be there, and there is no point of tool contact.
In laser, there is one small drawback is we just don't need to see the laser directly. We just need to wear glasses because to avoid eye problems. That's it. In case of heavy incentive, we definitely
Because prevention is better than cure, right? While we are using the directly, we are harmful for the eyes.
But there is not harmful for skin. This is not harmful for skin. That's it.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much. Thank you guys.
Mix అయితే disco ball
నీలా ఉందా అన్నట్టుందే నే మాటలే వదలాయే అడగాలంటే నువ్వులే ఉండిపోరాదే గుండె నీవేలే హత్తుకోరాదే గుండెకే నన్నే పోయింది సోయా ఇట్టడివన్నీ అట్టడివన్నీ తర్వాత చదివితే గుండె పిడి గుండె చడిసిందే నిన్ను తడబడబడి తెగ పిలిచినదే కమ్మ కమ్మ కలావతి నువ్వే గతి కమ్మ కమ్మ కలావతి నువ్వే
ఎప్పుడు వచ్చాను కాదయ్యా బుల్లెట్ దిగిందా
ఏమైందిరా మామా ఈరోజు ఇంత హ్యాపీగా ఉన్నావు? నీ గుడ్ లెక్క నా బ్యాడ్ లెక్క తెలియదు కానీ నీ చెల్లి దొరికేసిందా? ఎలా ఉంటుందా? చెలియ పాదాలు హంసలకి పాఠాలు తాను పలికితే చాలు తేలి జలపాతాలు. మదిలో కూర్చుకుంటుంది ఆ సోగ కళ్ళవో సైగ చాలు మనసే ఆగనంటుంది చెక్కిళ్లలోని నువ్వుళ్ళు చేరి మళ్ళీ తిరిగి రానుంది పట్ట పగలవనైనా రాత్రిని చూస్తారా తన గురుడు చూపిస్తా అవనలక చేస్తారా ఇంతకీ నా చెల్లి పేరేంట్రా మామ? చిట్టి. చిట్టే నా చిట్టి ఏమైందిరా? ఇటు చూడు బే.
తర్వాత ఏమవుతుంది? ఆ మరుసటి రోజు మా ఏరియాలోకి
select mama to dance.
Keep the noise to a minimum if you can.
We got y'all, we won't be no trouble. Remember, don't call the cops, just call us. Walk in this party,
kid, no apology. Like crazy, crazy. Take it slow, hey, let me see you. Looking like a snack, looking like a whole meal. Gucci and Chanel, but you have bottom heels. Ice drip.
Alex performance ఎలా అనిపించింది? ఇప్పుడు అలెక్స్ పాటలు విన్నాం ఎలా అనిపించింది? జై బాలయ్య! జై బాలయ్య! థాంక్స్ అలెక్స్.
I'm an icon, man. And my girl about a 10. I should fuck her in the Benz.